Hey everyone. I came across a NBCnews.com article and I just want to share it with you guys. The headline is, "Despite Pleas, Missing South Carolina Boy Falls by the Wayside. Disappearance of an 18-month-old black boy has yet to grab widespread attention." Despite detectives' pleas to national media, the disappearance of an 18-month-old black boy with the wide smile has yet to grab the widespread attention given to other missing children's cases. Some advocates say the reason why may be as simple as the toddler's gender and his race. From the still unsolved slaying of 6-year-old Jean-Benet Ramsey more than 15 years ago to the disappearance and killing of 2-year-old Kaylee Anthony, the public has watched with rapt attention as many cases involving young children unfolded, often over many months. Yet Amir Jennings, the little boy who hasn't been seen since he was captured on surveillance video with his mother in South Carolina nearly a year ago, has registered as scarcely a blip on the nation's consciousness. Media has always leaned toward cute little kids, said Monica Kaysen, and unfortunately, a lot of times they think cute little kids are white. Amir's mother, Amir Jennings, was convicted Friday on a charge related to his disappearance and sentenced to 10 years in prison. The 23-year-old woman has been jailed since December, and police arrested her after she told them false, misleading stories about the boy's whereabouts. Jennings has maintained that she left the boy somewhere safe, but prosecution witnesses said the young mother claimed she was stressed and pondered selling or giving away the boy. Jennings' mother says she last saw her wide-eyed, giggly grandson early on the morning of November 28, 2011. He went to a bank with his mother the next day, but has not been seen since. A store owner has testified she saw the boy and his mother a month later, but prosecutors challenged that assertion, and there was no video surveillance to back up the claim. In the months since he disappeared, Amir's grandmother has celebrated his second birthday. His mother has given birth to a second child, and the national spotlight that initially shone on the case has waned. One of the reasons could be as simple as Amir being a boy. While federal officials say the numbers of the missing are roughly split when it comes to gender, Kaysen said pedophiles tend to seek out girls, while missing boys often are taken by a parent or a relative. In her search for adult males, Kaysen said she has an even harder time getting anyone to pay attention. People want to think that missing males are okay and safe. I still sit back every day and scratch my head and say, why can't you pick these cases up? Amir's story has gotten nowhere near the attention of cases like that of Kaylee Anthony, a 2-year-old white Orlando girl whose body was found a month after she was reported missing in 2008. Jacqueline Fish, a former law officer and current criminal justice professor at Charleston Southern University, said law enforcement ideally takes each case seriously, and each case has had police and prosecutors who have spoken publicly about the need for justice. But inherently, Fish said, every case is still somewhat subjective. Columbia Police Chief Randy Scott is black and surmised he might have seen something of one of his own children in Amir and pushed initially to publicize the case. After Jennings' arrest, Scott reached out to the media to ask for help finding the missing boy. Yellow flyers began popping up around Columbia. Groups organized vigils to pray for Amir's safe return. The article goes on to say, in his investigation's early days, Scott also appeared on several national cable news shows, saying that Jennings continued to change her story when pressed for information about her son. Jennings' mother also made appeal for help, asking for a news conference for any information about the boy she called Mir. She sat down several times with the Associated Press, describing her conflicting emotions of concern for her grandson and support for her daughter. But as the weeks dragged on and no credible tips moved the case forward, the national news outlets stopped calling. Scott said his officers continued their investigation, but no bombshells came. Amir's body has not been found, although police have said from the beginning that they feared foul play has been involved in his disappearance. So this is not the entirety of the article. There's a bit more left. I'll leave the link in the description box so you guys can read it for yourselves, but I just felt a duty as a part of the pseudo media to put out as much information as I possibly can about this case, about this child's disappearance. I do believe that we as a community of Black people have an obligation to look out for our own. And when the mainstream media is ignoring issues that are involving our community, then if we have a voice and we have a media outlet to convey information to the public, then we are obligated to do so. And anything that I can do to help with this case, I will. I will keep you guys updated on anything else that I find out about this case. If you find out anything, if you want to share information, any updates that you can about the case, please leave them in the comments section, and that way everyone can be privy to the information. Thanks so much, you guys.